Hey family, as we close this year out, I'm gonna give some thanks to a lot of you guys, man, for supporting me. I appreciate all the comments, man, all the love that you guys give me on a regular basis, man. You make doing this well worth it, man. John, Vic, Smitten, Bob Cohen, Mr. Allen. Oh my gosh, dude, there's so many. Mike and Courtney, there's so many of you guys, man. There's a lot. There's a lot of you guys. There's a lot of you guys, and there's 200 200 plus people subscribe to the channel. There's a ton more that support on a regular basis. I just, man, this is. I'm just reflecting right now, man. I'm just sitting here. You know, I've been blessed this Christmas. I know everybody don't celebrate Christmas, man, but you do celebrate life, and if you enjoy life, you have to enjoy people. Well, you don't have to, but I just want to say thank you so much. This year has been struggle in certain regards, man. I lost my auntie this year. She was very special to me. Wasn't able to celebrate with my dad, but here's the thing is I include him with my shows, you guys, and I'll share this with you guys. As I do a show, especially when I get to give stuff away, I think about my dad and a conversation I had with a young man that I didn't even know. My dad supported this man for, I think he said 2 years. He didn't have a job. So, dude, I have to, I mean, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So if I do a contest, regardless, look, my contest, I can tell you this, my contest has nothing to do with my subscriber count. It don't. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? I do that because I do have the ability to give. And if I have something to give, I will. You know, I love people participating. And yes, I do want this channel to grow to numbers that go beyond what I, you know what I'm saying, beyond my dream. And it's going to take my village standing behind me to do this. You know what I'm saying? I already got some beast in there, man. Like Bob, man, goes hard, not just for me, man, but for Tommy, big time, for John, the phone guy. And I want to say this, Tommy, bro, I'll never, ever forget that phone call you man, when you hit me up, just warning me and giving me some advice and just showing your support. You didn't even know me, bro. Didn't even know me. You just knew this cat was on YouTube and he like watches just like me or just like you. You know what I'm saying, dude? That was dope. That was dope. I will never forget that, bro. I will never ever forget that. Courtney, Mike, the conversations we've had on the cruise and just like in texting and even video chatting, I will never forget that. Ever, man. Like, regardless of how hard this year has been or the struggles and stuff like that, man, I just appreciate you guys standing behind me, man, because, again, that's one thing that the watch community can't account for. Yes, this is not a Rolex. This is bigger than the average watch that you will wear. But the people that collect these, man, you know what, Mark? I haven't even met this man. I watched Mark. I watched your show. I watched when you did that up in New York, when you hosted that show, man, bro. And then even more importantly, when you gave your coworkers watches, man, like stuff like that blows me away. And for those people in the watch community that say we're fanboys and you can't say nothing about Invicta, you gotta understand, people care in here. Not saying that you guys that collect, you know, your tags and your Movados and your APs and of course Rolex, I'm not saying nothing bad about that, you know what I'm saying, that community. But do you realize that Invicta collectors have Rolexes? Do you realize that Invicta collectors have other watches? They just happen to collect this in abundance, man. And then we get to go on a cruise, man. So that's our, what you want to say, our Super Bowl championship. You know what I'm saying? So, family, I appreciate you. I really do. Family, hit my like now. What up, family? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Trapvision 3D, man. You made it here to the lifestyle. And we're through Christmas. We're through. And I hope everybody had just a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. I'm mindful some people don't celebrate Christmas, so I just hope you had a blessed day. But those of you guys that do celebrate Christmas, man, hope everything was good for you. And dude, I'm gonna tell you this: my family showed up, showed out. I loved it, enjoyed it. Man, like this probably has been the best Christmas ever for me. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because of those of you guys that have been following the channel know that I lost auntie, lost my dad. I lost a lot of people along the way, man. And Christmas, something that we celebrate a lot, and it just gets harder and harder, you know what I'm saying, with those people not being in your life. But, man, my family showed up, boy. I'm talking about, yeah. And if you hadn't seen the little vlog that I did, go ahead, you know what I'm saying, check that on out. But my kids, my wife, man, homies, everybody that's been involved with me came through, man. Let me show you something. This is what my kids got me. You know what I'm saying? Aviator. I don't even have a purple watch until now. The wifey showed up, boy. She got me this bad boy, a lefty. This is a lefty. A Russian diver. All that, yeah. I'm just mocking a YouTuber. Boom. Finally got it. Boat Zeus with the gunmetal dial. Thing is beautiful, superb, all that. You know what I'm saying? Lovely. But what I want to talk about, and here's the deal. I got less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes because y'all know I like to talk, man, and I'll be on this thing all day. So, the best of Invicta 2019. Let's start with the cruise. The cruise was dope. It was phenomenal. And I've said it before. I rated it. I believe 2018 cruise was the best so far. This cruise wasn't a slouch. I enjoyed this cruise. You know what I'm saying? It was a little rough here and there. But as far as watches and debuts and just meeting with you guys, you can't put a rating on that one. That's on a whole different level. But the watch that I'm going to say was the most celebrated or most ordered was the Boat Zeus Magnum with the diamonds. And here is Vic showing you his.
Hey, Trapvision 3D Lifestyles channel. This is Vic for his 2019 picks of the year. First up is the Diamond Magnum, released right at the end of the cruise. Beautiful platinum mother of pearl, gorgeous piece. Love it. And I couldn't leave this one out. Its brother or sister, all chromed out. Diamond Magnum. Look at that black mother of pearl. Just pop. And there you have it. Vic's 2019 watches of the year.
Yes, all time. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the best watches I say that they launched. But that was in the top. I'll say top 10 watches of this year. There were diamonds. There was the Akula. Let's see. The most notable watches was that Magnum. I'll say, and I have one right here. My Pro Diver. This was the NFL launch. That was a big one right there. We had some anniversaries for the Grand Diver. That was a big one. The Russian Diver, of course, was number limited. One of the best collections that they have, or most sold collections, is like their Pro Divers and Grand Divers, of course. That one, I believe, hands down, is going to always be their top seller. But the Sabacco series, I would say, got to be number 2 and has probably got the best design out of any other watches. Now, the Venom has had an upgrade this year. They released a new Venom, new design, but they had all kind of stuff. And I don't even... Hey, can somebody leave a description down below? What would we call these? I mean, you have the Samurai, you have the Bulldog, you got the skull with the tooth, and here's the deal. I know that there's a lion in the making. They're supposed to be making a lion. I was going to call it the Animal Pack, but like the Samurai kind of threw that off, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you would call this particular design for the Venom, but again, this is another one that was big. Oh, who can forget the Hercules? Hercules was a major announcement, and I saw that they're working on a Hercules with the tourbillon in it. I saw it. I saw the renderings. I don't know where I've seen that from, but somebody linked it. But anyway, so this was a big year for a number of watches, but my most notable watch, but this right here, see that on the back? This has the United States stamp on the back, and I chose gunmetal because it's unrefined, man. This is, oh man, this is a beautiful watch. This is my top 5. I think right now these two are holding number 1 in my collection. These two are holding number 1 together in my collection right now. And this in the top 5 too. You know what I'm saying? I got that Blue Label. You can't sleep on Blue Label. So this year has been phenomenal. The wifey, she got a few pieces, man. She got a reserve in them, and I don't take her plastic off. I let her do her own. She got her own Blue Label, of course. I think you guys have seen this. If you hadn't seen this, yes, this is the wife collection. And I got her this for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? This is that it's Pro Diver with the diamond. Also had one of the more controversial launches, which were these right here. They had 7 colors all together, but I grabbed me 2, and there were even Invicta collectors that were up in arms, like, I don't like it. It looks like a toy. Some people refer to it as a McDonald's toy. But nevertheless, it is what it is. But I would say probably the number 1, possibly the number 1 release was the Shabako Noma 7. I know people have been waiting on that watch for a very, 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 very long time. And when it finally launched, man, it's like I saw people going crazy over it. Seeing as soon as it got to people's homes, they were posting it on Facebook and stuff like that. So that was that. Now, family, I just brushed through. I breezed through all these watches, man, just to get to this one point. This year, I love the watches. Love the watches. But I'm more right now, as I reflect over 2019, the biggest selling point for me with Invicta in mind. This was my first Boat Zeus, by the way. Just want y'all to know that. You guys have been more than supportive. You know, I had goals for this channel. Still got goals for this channel. I have some ideas that's coming up. I'll share one with you before we end. Is I have a show called The Rant Report, and that will just be a host of stuff that I've been researching, man, with Invicta, the watch community, things around Invicta, fashion and stuff of that nature. Definitely want to expand the channel about doing. We want to start traveling and coming, doing pop-up shops everywhere. Delaware, Texas, California. I want to go as far as Connecticut to do shows, you know what I'm saying? I really enjoy doing this. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys have been awesome. Also enjoy the personalities on Shop HQ, Victor Ryan, Kendi, Fatima, Bulldog, man. Like, hey guys, and I haven't gotten the word. I actually had a date yet, but I will be on Bulldog via Skype. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you guys stay tuned because I have a lot of stuff in store for this channel. Until then, I will see you guys next year. If you guys seen a watch that I didn't talk about, if you want to talk about a watch, whatever watch you want to say, hey, this watch was the best watch for 2019, leave it in the descriptions below. You know what I'm saying? And I will talk about that watch. If you don't want to leave it down there, my email is at the bottom. If you want to send me a number of watches you want me to cover, I will do that in the very next episode. I promise. Trapvision at Gmail. That's it. It's down there in the description. And that's that. Till then, family. Thank y'all for being a part of this journey with your boy. I really appreciate y'all. It's from the heart, man. Thank you to my family. You know what I'm saying? My big brothers. All you guys. And until next year, you guys be blessed. Be safe. You guys have a happy new year, man. It's your boy, your favorite nephew, is out.